Howdy pards, MrHolster here. Today I'm going to talk about the CZ75 clones variations. This one being a EAA Witness, basically identical to the CZ75. This one happens to be a compact version, almost absolutely identical to the compact CZ75. Built on the CZ75 platform, it's basically a clone or ripoff of the CZ75s. And of course, the CZ75s were never patented anywhere, and there are numerous companies in this world making CZ75 or variations of the CZ75. This one here is almost absolutely identical to the compact version that CZ75 makes. It has a 12-round magazine, double stack. One in the chamber gives you 13 rounds. I'll put the dimensions up on the screen and some other information. It comes in a 9mm or 40 Smith & Wesson. Interesting fact about the CZ75 is the rails on the gun are reverse to what you would normally find on a handgun like this in the slide rides inside of the frame. And what this does is it allows the bore axis to be dropped, and it also gives you a more rigid situation. You have better accuracy out of these guns. Now this one here happens to have a safety on the side. They come with a safety or a decocker. I prefer the safety because it can be carried then cocked and locked just like a 45 1911 would be. That enables you to, on your first shot, shoot it in the single action mode. This is a double action, single action, conventional double action, single action semi-automatic. That meaning that in the first shot, when you pull the trigger, when you carry it with the hammer down, safety on, take the safety off, you pull the trigger on the first shot, it's a long, full, double action trigger pull of, I would say, somewhere around 13 pounds. Now in the single action, take the safety off, it's in the single action mode. Much lighter trigger pull, I'd say that's around 5 pounds. Shall we find out? Let's find out. Okay. Pretty close. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. So I was pretty much on the money there. Absolute fantastic gun, the CZ75s are. So after your first shot, double action, like a conventional double action, single action, the slide moves back, discharges the empty cartridge, loads the next round, and leaves the hammer back with the gun cocked. So every shot after the first double action shot is single action. But with the regular safety on this, instead of a decocker, you have that capability of carrying it cocked and locked. So your first shot, once the safety is deployed, is single action. Fantastic firearm. This one happens to have a 3-dot system on the sights. Rubber grips. It's all steel, weighs 30 ounces. A little bit of a hefty gun. The size is absolutely fantastic for concealed carry on the larger side. Still small enough with a narrow slide. It can be carried inside the waistband. Absolute fantastic gun. Takedown on the firearm. You have 2 dots here, and what you do is you line those 2 dots up, and once you get them lined up, you have the other end of the pin here. You push that, keep this thing lined up. Now this is a little tight to get out because I've put a buffer pad on the guide rod. It just kind of holds it in place and buffers a little bit of the shock on the frame. Here you get a better look at the rails, and they're just absolutely reverse in what you'd normally see in a firearm, where the female side of the rail would be on the outside and inside. It's now inside and outside, reverse. Here you've got the slide. It fits inside the frame. Again, you got to kind of line up that hole back there. Let's get it up where we can see it. Good to go, back together. Not all that difficult. Even I can handle it, the guy that hates taking guns apart. When they're a little bit difficult, I'll not do it because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy guy, so. Absolutely fantastic gun. Whether it be compact or full size, the CZ75 is one of the most accurate handguns in the world. Recoil is felt less than normal because of the way the slide is mounted inside of the frame. Dropping that bore access gives you less recoil, more accuracy. Just a fantastic gun with that light single action trigger pull and the capability of either a double action first shot or carrying it cocked and locked. Give you that precise, clean, crisp single action trigger pull on the first shot. A fantastic gun. Highly, highly recommend it. If you like my channel, guys, please subscribe. But thanks for tuning in and watching my video on a fantastic gun. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs. Really makes me feel good to see those numbers go up. So, till next time, guys, go out and stay safe.